everybody, and welcome to the With Audacity podcast, where we always try to educate, promote, and uplift our community, doing everything unapologetically and always with audacity. So this is our first episode of Living with Audacity with Dr. Kara. Hey, Jasmine and Jasmine. Jasmine, and Kara. Y'all really got a double dust of Jasmine. So.
Kara and the Jazzes.
Yeah.
So we got Dr. Jazz and we got Lawyer Jazz.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we're going to check in, see how we doing. And really, I'm sure you all are wondering, like, why y'all should even be listening to us. Why are we talking to y'all? What is the purpose of this podcast? So really, that is what we're going to dive into and talk about this episode of Living with Audacity. So, Dr. Jazz.
Yes.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm amazing.
You amazing?
Yes.
That's good.
I'm thankful.
Yes. That's a good answer.
Lord have mercy.
Thankful.
I was talking to my sister and I was like, can I complain and also be thankful at the same time?
I think the answer is yes.
Absolutely. Because I do that.
Yes.
Thankful. I'm thankful for where I am and thankful for where I'm going.
Oh, I like it.
Babe, we started off deep. Okay. I wasn't ready for that.
First 5 seconds of the podcast.
Okay.
Deep.
Just dive right in. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Jazz. So, thankful, yes. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you, where you come from, where you're going. Who is Dr. Jazz and what is she all about? I'm calling you Dr. Jazz. So, I mean, where does that even come from?
Well, I'm from New Orleans, first of all.
Hey, baby. Ooh, did I nail it?
Oh, my God. Almost. Oh, my God. We're going to work on it. But, yeah, I'm from New Orleans, born and bred, been there all my life. Just moved to Alabama recently.
Ooh, okay.
Now Alabama resident.
Okay.
And I went to Tuskegee with Dr. Woods.
I would just like to say Tuskegee is the best university out there. Okay.
Disclaimer. Boom. So, yeah, I finished my PhD recently in integrative public policy and development, where I studied.
PhD. I was about to say, she a doctor, baby.
A doctor. Don't call me if you're sick, though.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Right.
I know, right? Not that kind. I'll be a doctor of food, and food insecurity is one of my passions. So my dissertation research was about integrative food systems, creating community and economic development. So, yeah, that's my passion. That's what I am. That's where I'm going. I'm trying to make it so your zip code doesn't determine your life expectancy.
Hello, somebody.
I told you started real deep.
I'm telling you, she always coming with it.
Baby. That's why I'm at with it.
I don't know if I can follow up. All right,
Kara. Put me in there.
Kara, how you doing?
I'm
Who
doing
are
good.
you? Why should we be listening to you? Who are you? Where you going? Where you been? Tell me about you, baby. I mean, I know. Tell everybody else.
Well, I don't know why you should be listening to me. I just hope that you do.
Oh, okay.
To be honest with you. But I'm Kara. I recently got my PhD with Dr. Jazz at Tuskegee.
Yes.
TU.
You know.
So, yeah, we're starting this podcast where we're just trying to make everything relatable, right?
Yeah.
So, like, we're trying to educate, promote, uplift, share information that we have, hopefully get information from you guys, and really just do it with audacity. That's how we're living. That's how we're doing things. So I have a PhD as well, but some of my passions are youth development, youth involvement, voter participation, land ownership, and just like generational wealth, creating that wealth, and just, making so the stepping like bridges that we're having aren't that long. So we're trying to create it so the bridge is getting shorter and shorter, and that we're not having to basically reinvent the wheel every time we do something.
Yeah.
So that's me in a little short bite. I also like long walks on the beach. And,
Oh my gosh.
just kidding.
Candlelight dinners.
Yeah, I'm a beach and a mountains person.
Oh my gosh.
But that's for another episode.
Save that for the dating one.
Okay. Shooting shots.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. But you,
Yeah.
what's going on with you, man? Let the world know.
Well, I am, I guess I should say a lawyer by day
Here we go.
and a baddie by night.
Okay. Let them know now. Let them know. This Jazz the baddie over here.
Jazz the baddie. Just kidding. Not really.
Baby, she is a spawn of Trina.
Trina is my favorite rapper for anybody who wants to know. But
The baddest.
I guess I should be serious right now.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. No, seriously. I really am a lawyer by day. Like, that is my profession. Grew up Montgomery native. That is my
I
home.
didn't say that.
Yeah, care to. Montgomery native, born and raised, Tuskegee grad, and then I went to law school. I think my childhood, I think I said like all the time growing up, like I'm gonna save the rainforest. So then I got a science degree, and then I went to law school, and then after that I was like, I'm gonna try and help save the community. So here I am, and I'm a lawyer, and I love it. So that's me in a small little snippet, and now I'm here like talking to y'all on this podcast, hoping that y'all listen to me a little bit. So, that's me in a small snippet. So yeah, I've been friends with Kara a long time, and next thing I know, I'm friends with Jazz, and she kind of brought us together. So here we are.
Word. Yeah, and that's how the podcast kind of got developed, right? So like, Lawyer Jazz, we've been friends since the Sandbox. We literally went to preschool together.
Yes.
And then like broke off because of education. Then came back in middle school, high school, and then just been friends ever since. And then Dr. Jazz and I met each other, of course, through our PhD career. And like, it's funny, but it's not funny, that I just assumed that I was friends with Jazz, but I don't think she knew this, that I was friends with Dr. Jazz before she knew it, because like both of them are 5 feet, both of them wear glasses, both got tats. Like,
I don't know if you're supposed to say that.
In real life?
in real life, they got tats. Like, Kara has a tat in fake life.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have any tats.
Oh my God.
So I basically was just like, oh, here's my friend Jazz.
I love it.
So yeah, and then it was like we just been dreaming about doing a podcast for a while, because it was just kind of like, we have things that we want to say, and that we know other people feel the same way, and so how can we broadcast that? And so that's how it came into be. And yeah, we've been working hard on it. We've been working on it for a while. I'm really excited. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna be, offering the people. Hey, I say all the time, I do it for the community. Like I do what I can for the people.
Yeah.
So this is part of this.
I say I'm doing it for us.
Yes, doing it. Okay, boo. Boo.
Us, by us,
I do what I
baby.
can. Most of the time when I say that, I be talking about memes though. But I still do what I can for the people.
Do it for the people.
And really and truly, y'all really are very similar as far as like, y'all really like help your community. You're really passionate about what you're passionate about. Y'all are woke, as they say, like
As the young people say.
Youngins.
So yeah, I think that we're 3 peas in a pie. Like I always say, like all my friends were raised by the same people. They just had different names.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we were all raised by strong black men and women who knew what they wanted out of life, and we're trying to help it for everybody else.
I think that's a word right there, and I think the three of us, and I think just in conversations we've all kind of said things and talked about things and kind of given little tidbits like our life phrases and mottos. And I know mine has always just been like, I told y'all my story was just kind of like growing up. My mom was always just like, all right, Jazz, have a good day. Pay attention in class. Remember who you are. And I'm like, girl, I'm not about to go pay attention in this math class. Like, but okay. I know my name is Jasmine too. Thanks, Mom. But, like that's something that it didn't resonate with me until I got older, So I think throughout life, I've always remembered like that's kind of a phrase and a life motto that's kind of stuck with me. So that's my life motto. That's Jazz's life motto. Remember who you are.
Yeah. That's how you live with.
That's how I live with audacity every day. So Kara, that's my little story of how I live with audacity. What is yours?
I live without that. Well, my life motto is know thyself, love thyself.
Boom.
And so, like, I truly believe, like, if you know who you are and you know, like, what you will do and what you won't do, like who you'll do it for and who you won't do it for. And like you truly know that about yourself and you truly like love yourself because of that, then you living with audacity. Like you're gonna be fine. Like the road might get rough, but at the end of the day, like you said, you know who you are. And so no one can take that away from you type of thing. And so, yeah. And I also live through audacity because I like to laugh. I feel like laughter is just a medicine that I use on a daily basis. Like I have to laugh. I have to get like, like I want that type of laugh every single day.
Meme queen.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I agree.
You
The
uplift me.
meme queen.
I do it for the people.
There you go.
So,
Thank you.
like, yeah, that's also how I live. Like, that's how I don't get bogged down, I guess. It's like remembering, like you said, to be grateful and to laugh.
All right, Dr. Jazz, what's like a motto or a phrase that you kind of kept with you that like helps you live with audacity?
Yeah, so mine, I feel, it's actually on my Twitter bio. It's been there for a while.
Okay.
Not booking, there's no booking info. My
Right up under your booking. Booking.
No.
By the Baddie by Nike.
That's the other jazz show. Anyway.
Okay, I don't have any booking.
We're
in-
just joking.
I do not.
So, in my bio, I have live and let live.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like living with audacity, I do that by just being me unapologetically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I won't allow anyone to change my character, to change my actions, or to change my path. I know my purpose and where I'm headed. So I definitely am just ready to live and let live.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah, and I think that's how we define living with audacity. And of course, everyone else can define living with audacity how it conforms to you.
For sure.
But that's how we live with audacity.
Yeah.
And speaking of those who live with audacity, like this first episode, we're gonna think about somebody. Well, first of all, the definition is a willingness to make bold risks.
Boom.
And so you're bold, you're daring, you're unapologetic. And so who is someone, either someone close to you or not close to you, or someone who has passed on or is still living that lives with audacity for the good or the bad? Jasmine.
Trina and Keisha Kayor. I'm just kidding. I'm just
The
kidding.
baddies.
The baddest. Two of the baddest. Like Keisha Kayor, send me that weight trainer. I mean, like, let me get
seriously.
that waist trainer, girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Keisha and Whiz Up.
hey,
No,
who
but-
wop? No, I'm saying the East Atlanta Santa.
Hello,
Baby.
trapping through the snow. Hey, no, seriously. Dr. Jess is like, if y'all don't stop this.
What is going on?
No, seriously. Somebody who I really
She
think,
was in New Orleans.
yeah.
Yeah, I was not.
Yeah, so she was in New Orleans. We was on that goo-wop.
Yeah. Somebody who I really think lives with audacity, for me, I would have to say, and I know y'all are probably going to give us like a little bit of a throwback, but that's okay. I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to say Angela Rye.
Okay.
And I say my good girl, my BFF in my head, Angela Rye. I really think we're besties in my head, is Angela Rye because she has learned to not make herself small and to speak her mind in no matter what room she's in, no matter who she is speaking to, and she never backs down. She started her own political advocacy group, Impact Strategies. She's also a CNN political commentator. I'm not gonna give y'all her whole rundown. That's not what I'm here for.
You can
But-
actually book her.
yeah, really, seriously. But I just look at, her career. She's a lawyer as well. She kind of, she's still very young in her career. And so you look at people who are I look at people who are like me, and I don't look at her like nothing that she's done is unattainable to me. And so I look at her, somebody who is still relatable, somebody who has learned not to make herself small, somebody who stands in a room full of people who may or may not look like her and still, uses her voice for good and isn't necessarily just, talking out of the side of her neck, but using her voice for good. And I think these days it's very important, especially being a black woman, that can be very, very hard to do. So I see Angela and I'm just like, girl, you're doing it.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything crazy about her, and I think that's also very important. So, Angela, if you're listening, just, you know, take me up under your wing. Let's be besties. Yeah. But no, Angela Rye, she does it, baby. That's my girl. We're best friends.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Shoe shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Friendship shot.
Yeah, like literally, Issa Rae, hello. Hey sis. Like, okay, but yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. Especially like when you're in a male dominated world.
For sure.
And in a white male dominated world, and you trying to just, like you said, get a seat at the table type of thing. You gotta be bold. You gotta be audacious.
Yeah.
And so yeah, for sure. She's living with audacity. I like that. I like that choice.
Yeah.
Dr. Jazz.
Yeah.
Who lives or has lived with audacity according to the book of Dr. Jazz?
According to the book. Well, according to a book that I was recently reading.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll shout that book out at the end.
She reads, y'all.
For fun, y'all.
Right?
For fun,
Like,
y'all.
for real, I know, right? But the for fun part is legit, like the part that needs like clap.
Claire.
Like, for
Like,
real. I read for fun.
No more for school.
Yeah.
All right, so Fannie Lou Hamer, y'all.
Ooh.
Yes, taking it back. One of our ancestors.
Yes.
She, just everything about her. Fannie
Yeah.
just, it fills me up thinking and reading and, you know, just
Man, that smile like
talking
for
about
real.
her.
She always be getting deep. I wish I could see her over like she is cheesing back here, baby.
Wow, like
Y'all can see if y'all look at our YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a video podcast too. But anyway, smile to the camera. So Fannie Lou Hamer, seriously, is one of the people that I feel like has lived with the most audacity, like in her life. She was the 20th child, born to sharecroppers in 1917. So 19 brothers and sisters. And she left school after 6th grade, so she just continued to work in the fields after that. So her highest education was 6th grade, but that did not stop her from sitting at the table with Booker T and George Washington Carver and other intellectual men.
right. All these
Okay. Scholars. She had the audacity to continue and, you know, express her opinion and her voice. But she also went through like some involuntary sterilization after a medical procedure, and that was just not a part of the plan. But back in that day,
Right.
that happened very often. But she still had the audacity to be a mother and adopted 3 beautiful daughters. I think that's really like a part that holds my heart too. And then I know Kara's gonna like this part. She was so audacious to register to vote that she got fired, evicted, and got sent to jail.
Yeah.
Just because she registered to vote. So yes, I feel like Fannie Lou, I feel like has definitely been super audacious, and I relate to her the most because she started this Freedom Farm cooperative. I have dreams of starting like Black farmer cooperatives and underserved areas, but she had 3 primary areas of concentration, so it wasn't just a farming cooperative. It also built affordable housing and that was clean and safe. She also created some entrepreneurial business incubators, so that helped new and potential business owners start and gave them resources. And then last but not least, developed that agriculture cooperative, and it met the needs of those nutritional needs of the members in Sunflower County, Mississippi, and targeted the most vulnerable populations of kids and elders. So I feel Fannie Lou is definitely one of the people that lives with audacity.
Yeah.
Well, lived with audacity.
And not only that, like through the co-op, she was like helping other people live too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all 3 of those areas are something that like enhances your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like not only was she trying to help herself.
She was helping everybody else.
Right. And same with Angela Rye, because, you know, that's what, you know, most lawyers do at least. Like, you know,
It's not personal.
not all lawyers, but, you know, not try to help those around them. But that's wonderful.
All right.
So, like, you know, I'm a student of history.
Okay.
So I have to bring it back and give it to my girl, Ida B. Wells.
Okay, Ida.
Ida B. Wells lives with audacity, like, or lived with audacity. Like, this woman, like you said, started in Mississippi, was orphaned, and had to make it to Memphis. And, like, went through the Memphis schools, saw that there was a lack in the Memphis schools, finished her education at Fisk. Shout out to my daddy, he's a Fiskite. And like went back as a school teacher and was trying to help the Black community, and just knew that the lacking or the separation that we had, that we still have to this very day. And so like that was her first you know, like let me put my voice to it. And then like after that she just like never shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like and like but that's audacity, right?
Yeah.
Audacity is literally being like, I'm going to speak and I'm going to speak loudly and like I'm going to speak until you hear me.
Yeah.
And like was one of the very, you know, few people who was writing about lynchings in America and was trying to showcase it to the part of America that might not have been so, you know, regularly faced with it. They didn't realize that picnics were really about lynching. It wasn't about, you know, packing up your little sandwiches or whatever.
Right.
So, like, you know, writing in her real name, writing in Ida or writing in Lola in a, like you said, a male-dominated, white male-dominated, you know, place of work and saying like, yeah, I'm Ida B. Wells. Yeah, I'm talking about lynching. I'm putting my name and face to it, and you can come find me. Like, she owned and edited her own black press. Like the importance of black press is something that really has just been, you know, just dropped to the wayside. But I'm not gonna get on that right now because I'm on my girl Ida. But like, and plus, like every time you see a picture of Ida, she just looked audacious. Like she just looked like mess with me.
I wish I could see this post.
Yeah, you know, like, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, like if you look up a picture of Ida B. Wells right now, you're gonna be like,
Yep,
yup.
that's it.
Yes. She was just audacious, and so yeah, like, and so she not only did she have that here where she was talking about lynching, she went across the pond in Europe and was telling these people like, look, black men and women are getting murdered, y'all. Like, this is not something that we can just live with. And then to pull to my own heart, like you said, to pull to my own heart, she was very civically involved. She really wanted people to understand their power in their vote, understand the power of their voice, created civic clubs, you know, was one of the co-founders of the NAACP that really wanted to improve, you know, colored people in all facets of life. And so I think that Ida B. Wells is one of those people that, you know, just does not get all the flowers that she deserves. But recently she did, in May of 2020, she got the Pulitzer Prize. I don't know if I said that right.
Pulitzer?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
For her writing. And like, of course, that was way too late, but, you know, like that's something that we have to teach the kids. We have to teach ourselves. Like, it's more than just one or two heroes, y'all. Like, and it's more than just one or two things that you can be in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dr. Lawyer, Indian chief, as my mom says, like, you can be so much. And so, like, that's something that I think that she made it so, like, throughout all facets of her life, she was living with audacity and speaking with audacity and trying to uplift the people. And like you said, going into those rooms where it was nobody like her, nobody looked like her, nobody talked like her, nobody had her same background, had 4 kids of her own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just living with audacity. And yeah, that's my girl right there. Ida, hey girl.
Okay. Like, appreciate you.
Yes, I know, right?
For real, for real.
Yes.
That touched you right there.
You know, like when especially because it's like some people who get all their flowers and you be like, you know, they don't need me to ride with them. Like, Ida and Fanny and, you know, Angela, she still might get hers, but like Fanny and Ida, they haven't got all their flowers. And so like, I gotta ride for y'all because y'all deserve so many, like, y'all deserve it. Yeah. Especially, like I said, when in a climate where people try to make it seem like we haven't been doing this.
Right.
Like we
been doing this.
Been fighting, been doing everything. Like
cooperative economics.
Been in the streets, been writing, been realizing that we are more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are worth more, we require more, we need more, give us more. Like
Period.
As
the young people say.
Period, boo.
Oh, that was it.
So, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, this is something that it's like, why are black people so mad? Like, oh, we not mad, we tired. Like, you know,
that is for a different episode. Don't get on that soapbox.
I'm just saying, though. like, it's not because this just came out right now.
I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying.
It's been there. It's been a problem that's. I'm not going to say one problem. We have multiple problems, but I do agree. I think we can just sum that all up with we require more, and she got it, and she got her flowers too late. So I think you summed that up perfectly, big dog.
Well, thank you.
You welcome.
I appreciate that.
You know, I think that was just so crazy right then because everybody, the three of us, when I say everybody, had people who they felt lived audaciously. Tongue twister. Who they felt lived audaciously, and they kind of coincided with who we are and the work that we do.
Right.
And so, like, I picked Angela Rye. You picked
Ida B. Wells.
Ida B. Wells. Dr. Jazz picked Fannie Lou Hamner. And so it's just weird that the three of them do the type of work that we are all so passionate about.
Right.
And we didn't like talk about it. I was like, okay, guys, let's go pick somebody. Like, had no
Right,
prior discussions
right,
about it. It
right.
was just kind of like, who do we think? Like, who? And it was just like, okay, think about it. Let's, marinate on it. We're going to bring it to the table. And it's just like, that's just so, weird to me how everybody brought those people to the table. And you just see how your passions come out and who you identify with.
Right.
That's so cool.
And what's the quote by Fannie Lou? Like, we all cannot be free until everyone's free.
Mm-hmm. No one's free until we all free.
That's it.
Yeah. And I think the three of them, those three women, I think the three of them, that is probably something that they probably walk and live their life by.
Right.
And I think that is something, I know that's something that I believe wholeheartedly. So, I mean, yeah, that's good right there.
Yeah. I like that.
But I'm fine.
We're going to get some music, y'all. Not let them,
What? Y'all don't like this?
Well, I do think it is. We need some real music, and right now I think we're at a good point for y'all to hear some real good music.
Word.
We have our good friend Chris Thomas. We're gonna let y'all hear a little bit of his music at Vibing with CT, and we'll be back. I'll listen to Vibing with CT, Chris Thomas. We'll be back.
Make sure that we do with this podcast is educate. And so part of that is that we're going to give you guys like resources, pieces that are going to continue the conversation, pieces that are like, I didn't know that much about Fannie Lou. Like, how can I learn more type of thing? Like, we're going to help you out. We're not going to let you, we're going to help you out with the research type of thing. That's also what we do too. Like, as part of we all do research. But yeah, so we're going to help you with that, and we're going to give you some pieces to take with you. And so every episode you're going to get that. And so with mine, like when I thought of like a book or, because we're going to do books, we're going to do documentaries, we're going to do movies, we're going to do articles, and so like, stuff like that. When I thought of living with audacity and somebody who does that, I thought of the forever First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Hello.
And her book, Becoming. Because it really just shows her from like growing up on the South Side to like being the first black first lady with the first black, president, and still my president. Yes. So like,
shout out Michelle.
Yeah, and like living. Hey, you want to be my friend too?
Right. Hit me up for real, girl. We can work on those gardens.
Right. Seriously.
I got you.
I'll just help you with whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll help you with your shoes. I don't even care. Like,
hey, girl.
I know, for real. But, yeah. And so, like, how they had to live with audacity, knowing that whatever they did, someone was not going to agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that man came out with that tan suit,
Michelle had her shoulders out.
Baby. They did the fist bump and they said it was something about, okay, but
we ain't even gonna get on that.
Wow. Living with audacity.
Thank you.
So, like, that's, first off, that's a book that I thought about. Second is James Baldwin, because that man lived with audacity too. And any book that you read from James Baldwin, even like if you want to go into plays and things like that, like he lived with audacity. And from what I understand, he was pretty funny. So like that's always something that I like.
The laughter.
The laughter. There you go. My girl Ida B. Wells had a autobiography that she finished before her passing, and then her daughter actually finished it with the editing of it, and it's called Crusade for Justice. Check it out. You learn some more about her, and like really, it's in her own writing, so you get to know some more about her. So Lawyer Jazz, hit us with some
pieces that I think are gonna continue the conversation for you all. I'm gonna bring it up here.
Yeah, I feel like that's shade.
It's not shade.
Right, but I told y'all I'm a person of history. You have to know your past.
I can be a person of history, but I guess maybe in my mind, since I think I'm a baddie, like I try to stay. I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's okay, because I told you I'm a baddie like once a month.
Me too, honestly.
Every new moon.
Lying. Yeah, every 1 and 3rd moon.
1 and 3rd.
No. Yeah, don't let this look fool you. Like, meanwhile, somebody's like, she don't even look bad there.
Oh my God. Okay. No, but for they're gonna be like a baddie. Okay. Anyways, no, seriously, I read Gabrielle Union's book. This is not like a shameless plug for Gab, because honestly, I don't even agree with all the stuff that Gab does in life. But Gab, if you're listening, for some, like, if this makes it to you somehow, some way, I don't know. But don't think like I hate you either, because we could be BFF too. But shooting my shot. I read her book, and this is like a book that was just kind of like a round table discussion, kind of like, us, like girls talking. Her book really felt like girl talk, and she was so unapologetically herself. She was so real. She told her story, like,
and
she's been through some stuff, y'all, and everybody has.
Right.
And I think you don't always have to be transparent. And I think people who are transparent, I applaud them.
Right.
And if you decide to live your life privately, I applaud that too. Whatever you need to do to get through life, either way is fine. But I think she did that. She told her story, the bumps, the bruises, the highs and lows, and I think that is just so bold. And she lives her life audaciously. So we're going to need more Wine by Gabrielle Union. I think that is a great book. I think if you read it with your girls, it is something to talk about. And it opens up the floor for more discussions about the things that everybody goes through. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a great piece. Amanda Seales' book, Small Doses, still reading it, but it's kind of just like everyday little tidbits, for women. Have not finished it. When I do, I'll kind of be able to dive more into it. But I mean, the little tidbits that she gives, like women should have each other's backs, blah, 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 this, things you go through in the workplace. It's kind of just like everyday things you need to know. So I think that's something that, also continues the conversation. So those are my
two. And she lives with audacity too.
Oh, Amanda, she surely does. That's why I said I'm not even gonna speak too much on Amanda, because if you follow her, you already know. Do I agree with everything? She speaks the truth. She is herself, and she is bold. So, hey, I like her, but she is very, very, very bold.
I enjoy Amanda because she sings even though she's not a singer.
Oh, no.
And I do the same thing. Like, I sing all the time.
But she's like a pro. Like, she'd be like, I'm a singer, though. Like, she's like had out albums, though. Yeah. I don't know if she should have, but she did. Dr. Jazz.
All right.
What you got for us to continue the conversation?
So I'm.
You said she's not a singer.
I didn't know she had albums out.
I didn't either.
Well, see, then I wouldn't have said that if I had known she had albums out.
Her stage name was like Amanda Diva. Like, you could be Cara Diva. Dr. Jazz, what you got for
Is there a
us?
future for that? Should we?
Girl, no, because no tickets would be sold. Like, it would be.
We're about.
Yeah, I did, but and then y'all be like, let me get that refund. Like,
you can let us in for free.
Right, exactly.
Let me stop. All right, so I the first person I thought about, honestly, when we were asking about living with audacity, is someone who just kind of like defied like all things that people thought about her. Asada. Miss Shakur. I feel like she definitely was living with audacity.
Yeah.
And FBI Most Wanted, and just doing things to her own drum because she knew who she was and she was not allowing anyone to make her someone she wasn't.
Yeah.
I.e. guilty because she wasn't.
Right.
So I loved it. But just when I thought, a little bit deeper and I saw, that Fannie Lou, I had to do some research. And the person that helped me with that research was Dr. Monica White with her book Freedom Farmers. Y'all definitely check it out. She is a woman that lives with audacity and writes about stories of black farmers and how we've been doing this work. So
Yes.
she is someone that I feel that lives with audacity, and this is something that can continue the conversation.
All right. I like that. Like we said, this is something that you can just like take it, you know what I'm saying? You can grow with it, growth. And yeah, hit us up and like let us know, like, hey, I really like this, or like, yeah, I see what you were talking about, like, or
Me and my girls talked about
or
this.
no, I didn't like this at all. Like that's fine too.
That's cool.
Why did y'all tell me about this?
That's cool. Okay, and so the last thing that we are going to do is give you some history. Like I told you, I'm a student of history. I truly believe that we have to respect our ancestors. We have learned so much from them, even though we don't know every single bit about it. Like we have learned so much from them. And so it's going to be a Today in Black History. The date is September 8th. And this day in Black history, Althea Gibson became the first black athlete to win a U.S. national title in tennis.
Tennis.
Hello. Clap it up.
Clap, 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 clap. So this was her first title, and like before Serena, before Naomi, like the girl was out here before Coco, and I respect all of y'all.
She paved the way.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what happened today on September 8th in Black history.
Oh,
Shout out Althea.
Shout out to Althea.
So speaking of shouting folks out,
Okay,
it's the
here we go.
shameless plug sesh.
Yes.
So we plugging.
Right. Plug ourselves. I'm Magnolia Soldier. There we go.
Yeah, on Instagram and on Twitter,
Yeah. SOULJA
_.
_.
All right.
Somebody else got it.
That's Dr. That's Dr. Jazz. Lawyer Jazz.
Yeah, follow with Audacity.
Right, across
First
the board.
and foremost, follow with Audacity.
Across the
But you
board.
can also follow me at You Love Jazz. LOV3 _ jazz.
And I'm Flips Fro, and that's like Flips Fro. If I spell it out, I might say it wrong. So
Oh my God.
there you go. But yeah, follow with Audacity across the board. We got a YouTube channel. We got the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We have a link tree in our bio, so you can just click on that and it's going to show everything that we're doing. And then we got merch coming out.
Ba-da-da-da-da. With Audacity.
We got merch coming out, and that's
Hello.
coming out October 8th.
Hey.
We got shirts coming out. We got hoodies. We got little stickers.
I had no clue about this hoodie, so that's news to me. Look at that. I wish y'all could see my face. I'm surprised.
Hey, Audacity. We're making moves out here. So support us. You can wear us. And then the other thing that we're going to do is like every week, every episode, we're going to shout out an artist. And so this one is Chris.
Yes, Chris Thomas, who is a local artist. He is phenomenal with that guitar. And he also plays with a band here in Montgomery. So you can follow Chris on Instagram, maybe on Facebook as well. But his handle is Vibing with CT. So make sure you follow him. You can also download Good Vibes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say volumes 1 through 50 because there are so many.
The man be working.
He be working, y'all. There are so many good vibes out there, but seriously, no, download Good Vibes on Apple Music and on Spotify. It is amazing. He has a 90s one, a 2000s one, and they're really good. So I don't know if you've heard it, but I have, and they are really, really good. So y'all go follow Chris.
Yeah, and so his music was at the top and in the middle, and then also he's helping us out with a playlist. So we're gonna have a Spotify playlist for every episode, and the playlist is really just gonna be the theme of the episode. So like whatever's on there really is gonna be to the theme of living with Audacity. So like I said, y'all can vibe with us at work. You can hear us, but then you might have a little workout. So get on the Spotify. And yeah, go follow our people. And then our artwork for this week is by Tiwan, and you can follow her at rtcolor.artistry. Artry Color, ATRI Color dot artistry. And she has wonderful prints. She also has like, big original artwork, and she's, donating this with us. So we're really excited about that too.
All right. Y'all can look for us every episode to bring y'all something new, something fresh, something relatable. And next episode, we are going to be talking about what, Kara?
Voting.
Yes.
Voting with audacity. Yes. Y'all thought I got hyped for Ida. Y'all better watch out now.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going down.
Get ready.
Yes.
All right.
November's coming. Like, forget winter.
Right.
November's coming.
I think that came from that show.
The Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Game of
Winter's
Thrones.
coming.
Yeah.
The Thrones. Look, I ain't.
See, people about to click off because we can't even get it right.
My bad, y'all. All right, y'all, we about to go.
All right, y'all, we out of here, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Voting with audacity. Y'all be bold. Y'all,
Yes. Be bold.
Be bold. Be unapologetic.
Be audacious.
All
Peace,
right.
love, and soul.
I'm out.
Bye, baby.
She said, you did that like you was Michael Jackson. Everyone's listening and watching you now.
Oh, my God. Is this thing on?
Is this the thing on?